Good evening, Toastmasters.
Good evening.
And guests of the day. Toastmasters International is a non-profit organization where our focus is on leadership skills, communication, and public speaking. We join together here for an organized meeting. So everyone has an agenda here to follow, and this meeting shall begin now with a couple of activities, and then the speakers, which will be evaluated by 4 other members of the organization, and then we'll take a break. Post break, we'll have the table topics where the guests can join us for an speech, and then we close the meeting with the President's vote of thanks. Theme for today's meeting is endurance. What is endurance? The ability to process a difficult situation without giving away. How difficult the situation depends, and how we solve this depends mostly on the mental and physical strength we have. Imagine if you are in a land where you are on a vacation and you have access to everything, then it's going to be a very happy place. Imagine you are at the same place, stuck there for almost 6 months with very less food, then it's an SOS sign. You do not want to be there for a long time. Reimagine if you are at the same place with a lot of people who do not have any access to food. These people are dependent on you because you are kind of a leader, and they think you will be able to help them out to get out of this place. Then the leader is like, he might be very heroic or in a desperate situation to get them out. So this is where the endurance part comes in. I would like to invite the team for the day, my team, the role players of the evening. I would like to welcome Toastmaster Ashish, Toastmaster Deepu George, Toastmaster Yusuf, who is the table topics master, Toastmaster Gada, who is the quiz master, and our general evaluator, Toastmaster Rajesh Pallikare, and the word master of the evening, Toastmaster Shiva.
Thank you very much, Toastmaster of the day. Good evening, fellow Toastmasters. I think Toastmaster Madan Kumar started very confidently. He won the people. So we were very eager to listen, especially when he connected his delivery to the thought of the day, endurance. So by that gesture, he was able to win us, and we wanted to hear more because there was no time for us to hear from the thought of the day role player. We saw that as an opportunity to listen more. So that was a very good one. He was able to win us, and he was comfortable at the beginning. He also used the stage very well, moved from one place to the other, also watching the crowd from left to right. It wasn't sequential, so it was okay. He wasn't particularly doing like this, so that was not so sequential. So it was a good one for him. That is what I think. And he successfully introduced himself from his childhood, the parents' decision, the parents telling him what they feel he could be, and he becoming that. However, what I think he could have worked a little on was the pauses. The pauses were too much, and at a point, the audience lost track of where you were going. And also, I think you added a personal story, but the personal story wasn't consistent. You know, when you flow your personal story from the beginning of your childhood, what you did, the sequence at which you were able to become who you have become, it makes it very lovely, and we learn from you as well. We learn from your process, because personal stories, usually it connects with people when you speak. And there is no way you meet 10 people, 20 people and share your story and none of them connect with it. At least some few people would connect with that, and it really makes them give you much attention. So if you had sequenced your delivery on your personal story, maybe you would have been able to catch more attention or also deliver better. So I think you would be able to work on that, and next time it will be better. As the first speech, icebreaker, it's just an introduction. So he fulfilled, to me, I think he fulfilled the purpose of the speech, and only those small glitches that will be worked on. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Jonathan. Our second evaluator is Toastmaster Ashfaq. He'll be evaluating Toastmaster Gokul's speech.
Good evening once again. I hope everybody is energized right now. I can see some bright faces. Fine. So now I'm going to evaluate Toastmaster Gokul. The topic is parenting, and he actually met his purpose of the speech, that is a well organized speech. He did a very well prepared and organized speech, I could say. Sometimes you get good marks, sometimes you get bad. Okay, very thought provoking one. It's a well organized story, a personal story. Normally in any speech that we give, stories we can connect, we can relate, we can imagine. Actually, we can imagine how his son sitting in the car back seat, that visualization he created. Okay, stories connect. So choosing story as a method to give is a very, very good idea, very good concept, and especially personal stories are very interesting. So that is one part that I like from the personal stories. And he went on with a chronology. So first he delivered something when he was a child, and he shared a story as a child, what mistake he made and how he got slapped from his father. That's one thing. Then he moved to the next part where he, as a parent, how he learned a lesson from his child. That is another part of it. So that is one nice thing. The structure is very good. There's a start, there's a end, there's a nice transition. Childhood of himself, and he's growing as a parent. The structure went very well. It's like a flight taking off from the ground to the sky. It went very nice. The vocal varieties that he has used is very, very nice. Because when he said as a father, go to bed now, he showed he demonstrated a complete different tone he spoke, like how a parent, a father speak to a child. That's very nice part of it. Then, and also when he demonstrated, he also created a visualization, sitting in the car back, turning back to his child and talking. These are the very good things that he has come out with. Now let's see what kind of improvements that he could have done. When you start a speech, I think always it's better to grab the attention of the audience. So we need to have some sort of hook statements. We say, maybe you can start with a humor, or maybe you can start with something like because I see in your speech there's something very, very interesting. Sometimes you get good marks, sometimes you get bad. So you could have sometimes you get good marks, sometimes you get bad. People would have been very curious to know what it is. So you get attention of everyone. That is one part of it. The second one, stage movements. I see that he is constantly moving from left to right and right to left. These are stage movements, but there is some organized way of doing it. When you talk, let's say you are going from childhood to your adult. So you move from one place to another place. Now initially you said, I want to tell two stories, one of my childhood, the second one is of as a parent. So you take a moments based on the transitions. As Puran Rai destroyed, when you are going to emphasize something, when you are going to talk something positive, step forward. When you are talking something negative, step backward. So I think these moments, if you improve, the speech will be much better. Over to you, Toastmaster of the day.
Our third evaluator is Toastmaster Yunus. He will be evaluating Toastmaster Puran Rai's speech.
Thank you once again. Thank you, Toastmaster of the evening. Once again, a warm good evening to all of you. I was evaluating Toastmaster Puran Rai, who was doing his level 2 project 1 speech, and the purpose of his speech was to know his leadership style and share his aspects of his leadership style. So there is a saying, rain is for trees, evaluation is for Toastmasters. Today, Puran Rai has delivered a well organized speech. the first I would like to what are the pros and cons. Okay. The first thing I liked about his speech was he started his speech with posing a question to the audience, which is one of the best way to grab the audience towards you. That is the worst. He started with a quotation saying that leaders are born or leaders are made. That was a very nice beginning, you can say. And the second part I liked about his speech was he shared a personal story about the authoritative leadership style, how he was authoritative in his initial days. When he got an opportunity to lead a team, he was more authoritative. So the personal story, by sharing a personal story, you are trying to connect with the audience. Okay. So it was more, his story was very conversational. Okay. It was trying to connect each and every person. Okay. We can relate his story to us also. Okay. And the third point, the way he used his hand gestures. Okay. And the stage movement on the stage, it tells how much he was confident in delivering his speech. So he was delivering his speech with open arms whenever it's required with hand gestures. Was really, I liked the way he was delivering his speech. Okay, it shows his confidence. So the one of the purpose of was he was able to share what was his leadership style, and he has shared his leadership was from authoritative, he shifted towards servant leadership. Okay, there are few things which are related to servant leadership. You require humility, you should be humble. Okay, and you need to create future leaders also. I have only 2 recommendations. Okay, if you would have concluded your speech with any quotation or anything, it would have made more impactful to the audience. And the second recommendation is, I don't find voice modulation in your whole speech. If wherever required, if you added your voice modulation, then high tone and low tone, that would have made more better. So I would like to conclude my speech by saying that your good introduction, okay, and good personal story, and good hand gestures, and you can say stage movement. Over to you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Yunus. Our final evaluator is Toastmaster Shiva.
Charles Darwin once said, "It is not the strongest of the species that survive, nor the most intelligent, but the one most responsive to the change." Today, Toastmaster Deepak Dutt, with his story Changing Landscape, when he mentioned the title, I was curious what is going to talk about changing landscape. And then the second positive point I saw in him is he immediately brought that into a transition of a new story, a company A, where there is a huge salesman making so much of sales and bringing projects for his company, how he has been successful, but eventually why he was not becoming successful over a period of years. And then the reason why, because he was not creative and at par with the technology that is going on in the industry. The third positive point I see in you is you introduced powerful stories that conveyed your message, which is embrace artificial technology, artificial intelligence and technology, otherwise you are going to die. You brought that elements really very strongly using powerful narratives. The fourth one, what I felt is you asked all of us questions. How many of you use ChatGPT? I felt, yes, I use it. Using that question, you grabbed all of our attention. We didn't go anywhere after that company story A you finished. We are not going anywhere because you asked all of us again questions. And the fifth positive point I saw in you is you used pauses where it is really needed. Why Fadi failed? Because he couldn't move at par with the technology. But fellow Toastmasters, for any great things, for any great recipe, we need some micronutrients. I felt you will need 2 micronutrients today. The first one, when you started with your speech, you told to us that at the age of 19, you started your share trading. Compared to Warren Buffett at 11, you are really good even at 19. I was trying to find that in your artificial intelligence and technology, somewhere you will try to use that into your initial mentioning about 19 years share trading, but that dot was missing. And the second one, when Fadi was asked by his manager why you have been failing, that has been a regular flow of talking. There could be some emotion. He must be feeling, oh, I failed. I have to see what is happening. So that emotional quotient, I felt like it's missing. In summation, Toastmaster Devdutt, great transition skills, powerful narratives. But if you can leave that points that are not connecting to your main theme and introducing emotions where it is appropriate, it's wonderful. So, all the best.
Again, timing is very important in Toastmasters. Okay, we have table topics today. Maybe 2 topics can do Toastmaster Yusuf, because we are running out of time.
Thank you, TMOD. So let's start. So as I already said in the beginning, the table topics is basically the most fun part. So it makes people practice their thinking and speaking in the same time. So who to start with? Who wants to volunteer? Do we have any guests here in house? TM Vivek. Yeah, one experience, yeah, please.
Table topic master, Toastmaster of the evening, fellow members and distinguished guests. Good evening once again. Good evening. From childhood onwards, my favorite hobby is fishing. Whenever I go to my village, I always go to the nearest pond and look for trout and some possibility for fishing. And I remember my mom called very evening, maybe 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock also comes to the nearest pond area. Where is Vivek? So I was called. So this idea I feel now to use if I have no networks, I isolated in somewhere, there were no networks or other facilities, I go for fishing. Maybe I need to find the tangles and other things, but fishing is my hobby. And why I select fishing? Fishing is entertainment. Moreover, by evening I get some fish for the dinners. So 2 things are there for me. Yeah, this is supplementary, and complementary is complementary is fishing is my hobby. So apart from that, now how to escape? If you want to escape, also maybe some some ships are coming, they can easily see me because I am nearer to the sea area. So I can raise my hands and ask help. So these are the 2 things I will do if I isolated in an area where there is no network and other facilities. Over to you.
It is a good question because we are seeking financially free always. As anybody, I have also so much dreams in my life. Essentially, we need the money for fulfill the dreams. If suddenly I got some financial assist, like huge money more than enough me, so definitely there will be some extra thinking. Yeah, we can go America because I am not thinking now America about USA. Then another place I will search in internet, which is curious one for us. Yeah, Brazil, Amazon. Yeah, we can do something there. And moreover, I will think about my journey as a worthy me and for my society. Yeah, I can buy good video, then cameras, then I can grasp it every rare moments. I can show in my YouTube channel so many opportunities, so I can earn more monies. Yeah, this is better.
Even if you're financially free, you want to earn more money?
Yeah, because I have so much examples in front of me. Billionaires, 100 billionaires, so much pupils. So I can trace my dream will become most vast and endless. So I think I have to explore more ideas, then become flourish. Then it will be useful for after my end in this glorious world also. Thank you.
It was a nice question to prefer the two options for our traveling. One is the road or other one is ship. So in the ship journey in my case I don't have much experience. So only what we saw in video, that kind of experience only we have. But in the road we are really interested to go and visit more places, because while we are going by road we can see many of places, and also if we have traveling with our special people, we will have different kinds of experience during our travel and staying, and this kind of experience we can get it. So I will prefer the road option for this journey in these two options.
Where would you go? Over to you, TMOD. Thank you. We have.
Let's welcome our quizmaster, Toastmaster Gada.
So, good evening, all. I have prepared a few questions for you. I will get into the questions quickly. The first question, mentors are like what? Mr. Yunus had said, compared mentors to something. What? Correct. And what was the message of Gogol's speech? No, he said some message. Actually, it was a lesson from his son. Oh, yeah, exactly. That's what I meant. So, who talked about ChatGPT and Copilot? So, thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster Gada. Let's welcome our counter, Toastmaster Ashish, onto the stage.
Alright, so for the prepared speeches, TM Madan, there was one and two repeats. For TM Gokul, there was one so, one and 7 repeats. For TM Puran, 1 and 2 so and 2 repeats. For TM Deepak, there were 4 repeats. For the evaluators, for TM Jonathan, 1 and 1 so, 1 and 2 repeats. For TM Ashfaq, 1 and 1 and 1 repeat. For TM Yunus, 1 so and 5 repeats. For TM Shiva, I didn't note anything for TM Shiva. I think you were perfect. But TM Vivek, 2 repeats. For TM Niyas, 1 and 1 so, 1 and 3 repeats. For TM Habib, 1 and 1 repeat. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, Toastmaster. Next we have Toastmaster Shiva, who will give us a report on the word master.
Fellow Toastmasters, how you felt the meeting? Complimentary or supplementary? Both. Today I noticed 5 times either the word complimentary or supplementary was used. Especially one Toastmaster used both complimentary and supplementary. That is Toastmaster Vivek. He used both of them wisely into his table talk speech. Everyone did really good. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Toastmaster Shiva.
Toastmaster of the evening, fellow members and welcome guests. Once again, good evening. When I am general evaluator, if the meeting starts late, I get upset because general evaluator will get less time. Anyway, I'll finish it in 5 minutes. So, whoever the role players did a good job, when I say, please give them a big round of applause. Let us start. No,
When I say.
it is me now. I have not started anything. Even though we started the meeting at 8:05, our sergeant at arms rushed in and he started the meeting, and he Toastmasters protocol he narrated flawlessly, and doesn't he deserve a good round of applause? Yes. And next our president with the Google map, he came here and he gave a good message how to use the mentor and things, and it was an interesting speech. Anyway, president doesn't require applause, he is a leader. Then 2 club officers introduced their roles. I think they missed in the oath ceremony, or that's why it has happened today. Introducing 2. Okay, I thought, what about the other officers? They are silent or sleeping, I don't know. I thought only these 2 are working. That's why. Anyway, so if you feel like giving a good round of applause, please proceed. And our captain of ship, I'll come later for that. Then we had a quiz master, and she was a straightforward question, and everybody liked her questions. Everybody was eager to answer her questions, and she deserves a good round of applause for her beautiful preparation of questions. And next we have timer. Yes, he was meticulously calculating timing, and he was eager to disqualify people who were running the timing. And really, in Toastmastering, timing is very important. So he deserves a big round of applause. Toastmaster Deepu it is. And our counter Ashish, he too meticulously counted ahs and hms, and some speakers embarrassed knowing that how many ahs they may have told. Please give him a big round of applause. And word master Shiva, and it was a beautiful 2 words, and generally we get 1 word, and today we had a bonus of 2 new words to carry, and please give him a big round of applause. And table topics. Today 66% speakers were guests, so table topic master to get, generally guests are reluctant to speak on first day, but you managed them to pull on that stage, and he too deserve another round of applause for that table topic. Now for the improvements. If you see your agenda, in a red letter there is a dress code. I think only 2 people read that one, Toastmaster Yusuf and Toastmaster Deepak. Because dress code says it is formal. So I request everybody should be in the formal in the meeting, especially t-shirt and slippers you should avoid. And I believe President should be role model for that. But, and the speakers, when you speak with a formal dress, people will try to listen because they think you are serious about it. If you come in a t-shirt and a slipper, and if you start speaking, people think he is casual, they don't give much attention. That is why in Toastmaster they say when you speak you wear the formals. But in summer it is difficult to wear the formal. So in the agenda you may correct during the summer, you can put it as a smart casual instead of formal. Otherwise, people will get confused. I was confused whether I had to wear the suit or but it was it was very hot. Then I came back and I came. Okay, that is the one point. And I didn't come for our heroine of the day, and she did such a wonderful preparation, and her creativity. She called all the role players in this thing together, and everybody was smiling because they had a beautiful leader. So it is a good creativity, and it saved time also, introducing one by one. And again, she had a very beautiful theme, and the theme also she prepared well. Without slide also she was able to speak. Sometimes what happens when you have a presentation, if you don't get the slide, then you forget everything. But she didn't do that. She continued with her endurance. For her endurance really requires a big round of applause. And one area I can correct is one small thing. If there is agenda correction, TME can say so that those who are reading the agenda, if something is changed, they will know. So otherwise, I don't want to comment on the speakers because they are already evaluated by the evaluators, and those who are speaking in the those who are taking the first two speeches, projects, they can carry their scripts that the mentor should tell them. So those who are delivering the first two speeches, they can have the script and they can keep it in the lantern or in their pocket. If they forget this thing, they can use that one and continue the speech. That is for the first two projects. But the third project, you should be able to deliver without script. And somebody told us tiramisu is from Arabic sweet, but it is Italian sweet because tiramisu, I like tiramisu. Whenever you are taking your son, call me also, I will do it. And that's it. It was a wonderful meeting. Thanks to TME.
Thank you, Toastmaster Rajesh Palikare. Next, we have the President, Toastmaster Yunus, who will close the ceremony with the word of thanks.
Now it's time to declare the results for today's meeting. Your best speaker for today's meeting is, any guesses? Toastmaster Puran Rai. Can you please?
Thank you.
Now, best evaluator for today's meeting, Toastmaster Shiva. Can you please? No, you stand one last photo. Please be here. Please. And best table topics goes to Toastmaster Vivek. Last but not the least, best role player for today's meeting, TME. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, with this we conclude our today's meeting. Thank you. The meeting 3:37 comes to an end.